Hi, welcome to PowerMotion YouTube channel. It's 2018 November, so today's video what I like to do is show you a preview of some of the new product coming out. So this winter we're actually launching at least 2 or 3 new products. So the first one is the heated work glove, the second one is the heated ski glove, and the one product that we're really proud of that is really important to our customer is our heated insole. So this is basically a preview to show you what's coming in the 2018 winter. So today this video we're just gonna provide you a preview what's coming in terms of our heated insole. It's one of the most asked product line that everybody wants. So before I kind of get right into how a heated insole has been developed, let's talk about some of the existing product on the market. And we, as a company, when we develop our product, we try not to copy anybody else's product. We're definitely going to do a little bit more research and figure out how other people work and take a look, some of the upside and downsides. But let me just kind of give you a little bit of what we have done in terms of the research. What are some of the heated insole on the market? What are some of the downfall? So let me just kind of show you this one. So this is one of the heated insole that we find on the market. And what we have done is we basically cut it up to see how the construction is. So if you take a closer look at this, this is the battery. This is where they place the battery. So this is has aluminum casing on it. So there are a couple of downfall with this kind of design. Number one is this battery, they have to be custom made. So if it's a custom made battery, which means that you potentially have a production problem, or at least you will have to custom make this battery, and so it require production, it require longer production time, and which means that you're gonna have a lead time problem. That's number one. Number two is because when you need to charge a battery, this is where the charging port is. What that means is at the end of the day, when you finish your heated insole, you will have to take this out from your shoes and then recharge it. So it's kind of very inconvenient. Couple more things that I want to show you is, as you can see, the heater element is square. And if you take a look the bottom side of it, there are 2 sizes. So generally, when you have a cold feet, it's your toe that get really cold. And you want to bring the heat as far up front as much as possible. As you can see, the heater element is just kind of square plate. So your toe will be sitting right here. So you're missing the most critical part that you really want to heat up. So this is a really poor design. And to kind of enhance it to what I just said, if you take a look at this particular heated insole, you can see there are basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sizes in this heated insole. So what happened is, if you are a very large person, which is the size 9 here, you're not hitting the front of your toe. Like, it completely missed the mark. So the heater element is starting almost like way back here. So if you are the size 9 person, you're actually completely missing the hit that you really need the most. So this is typically the downfall of the current product on the market. It just basically, it sounded very convenient because it's self-contained, there's no wire sticking out. But 3 major problems. Number one is the battery is custom made. The heater element is too far back. But the last most downfall of what the current heated insole on the market is, they tend to make multiple sizes. So when you have multiple sizes, you're not going to get the heat that you needed the most, which is right at the front of your toe. So now, next I'm going to talk about how our product works differently compared to other product on the market. So what I like to do is I want to break it down into different sections to show you how we develop the heated insole, and we're going to go from parts to parts. So the first most important part is the heater element by itself. So here I have a few different heater elements that we actually experimenting at the beginning when we're doing the prototype. So this is the first one that we have done. Basically it's a waterproof heater element. So the whole idea is, this is the footprint. This is the footprint. So the whole idea is just basically try to cover up the front part of the toe. It does work, but we find that it's just a little bit not enough heat, or at least not enough area of coverage. So we came up with this sort of a nicer design. So this thing is actually covered very, very nicely. It's not bad, but we're still missing another part, which is the ball of the feet. So we came out with this particular design. So if you take a look at the graphic here, this is our design for the heater element. And as you can see, it covers pretty much all the front part of your toe, but also cover a very large area of your ball of your feet. So as a result, we find that this is sort of the most optimal heater element that we came up with the design. Obviously, there are people say, why don't you make the whole entire footbed is it's heated? Yes, we can do that, but the problem is the larger area that you cover, it's going to drain more battery. So when you drain more battery, it's going to have a lower runtime. The other thing is, when you have a larger area to cover, that means you're not going to be able to heat up quickly. So it's going to take longer time. So what we have discovered, this is the most optimal way to heat the foot. And also, you don't need to heat the arc of the feet or the ball or the heel of the feet, because you never hear people say, I have a cold arc or I have a cold heel. It's always, I have a cold, I have a freezing toe, right? So that's generally the fun part of your feet that get really, really, really cold. So that's a heater element. So we came up with that design. So let's just kind of take a look at the construction of the footbed. So what we have done is we try to provide high insulation. So on the top part of the heater insole, as you can see, there's top part on this heater insole. It's basically a field insulation. So it blocks the heat coming into your feet. And then on the bottom half of the insole is basically a polyester, and just basically providing the structure. And then you can see the wire is on the back. So that basically connecting to your battery connection or connector here. Okay, so next what I like to talk about is the control module or the battery pocket. So it's a heated insole, so you will need a battery to run it. So basically we came up with 3 different ways to connecting to the heated insole or place the battery. So this is the control module. So this is the connection that goes to the heated insole. So what you do is you're connecting to the heated insole right here. And this is your power button. So this is where you turn on the power button, and this is where you set the temperature. So in here, this is the pocket to hold the battery. So as you can see, there's a strap right here. So this is an adjustable strap. So basically what this does is it allows you to strap this battery on your leg, and you can control the temperature here. For customer that may have a long boot, so a good example is if you're a horseback rider, you may wear a long boot. You may be able to strap this onto your leg. So what you would do is, as you can see, this whole thing, it's just a strap. So I can remove this whole strap out. As you can see, this strap is completely removable. So we're going to provide you a waist strap. So basically the whole idea is we're going to provide you a longer waist strap, then you can strap that onto your waistline here. Or just a regular belt. If you have a regular belt, you'll be able to thread the belt in here as well too. Then you're going to run the extension wire going from your waistline inside your pant and go down to the heater insole. Now I know some of the viewers say, oh wow, that's just so inconvenient that you don't have to run the wire through the pants. Well, if you really think about it, if you have to go outside in the wintertime in the cold weather, it's an inconvenience. You have to wear a lot of clothing and so forth. But if you want to be able to heat your foot and not getting frostbite, this is one of the better solutions that we came up with. But again, there is multiple ways to place the battery. So this is the second way. And then the third way that we can run the power up the heated insole is using our heated vest. On the back of my vest, there's a connection. By the way, we're using a flat wire. This is a custom-made wire for us, so then if you have to go through the pan, you won't feel as much having a really thick wire. So basically, this wire will connect into the back of my vest, and then I can control from here to power up to control the temperature of my heated insole. So next thing I want to talk about sizing. As you saw that some of the heated insole on the market, they just basically allowing you to cut the front of the insole to trim it down to the size that you need it. We purposely not to do that. The reason why we don't do that is because when you start trimming the front of the insole, then you either cut into the heated element or you're not able to place the heat element as far front as possible. So what we have done is we're basically creating all the sizes. So we're gonna, in early December, we're gonna provide maybe about 4 sizes, size from 7 to 10, but we can go from size 7 to size 12. So what that means is each heated insole are specific size and a specific heated element for the sizes. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, how we come up with our design and how a product better than the other, because we did pay a lot of attention to detail to see what's out there and compare our product to other product. So I hope you learned something about our heated insole that is coming out in this winter in December 2018 or January 2019. So if you want more information or watch for the launch you can always check in our website, powermotion.ca, or you can always watch our channel, YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook. We always provide information when we're gonna launch this product. So be sure to come back and check us out, and have a happy holiday. Thank you for watching.